Welcome back to a brand new video. So it didn't take long for them to show up. Look. What the hell? Didn't take long for them to show up. Right? Didn't take long for them to show up and get the homeless guy collecting the cans, the bottles and cans. Okay. Now what did I show you guys today? Right? What did I show you guys today? Okay. You see, you gotta understand the patterns. Right? This is again the Curse of Persuasion program. All right. Now, again, why all of a sudden today, all of a sudden you start to see these guys with their carts and the bags, looking in the garbage can, stuff like that, right? And you guys see my videos all the time. You barely even see that. When they do it, particularly when this happened over and over again. Remember, this is programming, right? Or subliminal message. Talk about that, right? Look, she's looking over there, breaking her neck to look over there. Yeah. Yeah. I see you looking at me, girl. Right? So, yeah. Look at the security guard over there. Yeah, buddy. Fuck you too. Give me the middle finger. Taking my middle finger out of him too. Yeah. You looking over here? Keep looking. Yeah, keep looking. See, I'm giving you the middle finger. All right. Okay. Yeah. Now look down. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Hang your head in shape, dumbass. Anyhow, this is what they do. This is what they do, right? They'll carry on, and again, because they're in the position of authority, right? Who am I, right? I don't have no I'm not in any position to where I can fight them on a more equal level, right? Equal playing field, right? But again, this is what they do. They have to bring you down to the bottom, right? Take away your finances so that you can't fight back effectively. And again, when I talk about how I look at my targeting, I look at it with a broader scope and a broader lens of the same thing being happening to black people. They're always going to keep black people at the bottom, right? To prevent black people from, competing on an equal playing field, right? Because they know that they will lose, right? And when I say they know that they will lose, meaning that when you hold a people down for so long, and they're able to rise, there's a determination. There is and I posted a video, during Reconstruction, talking about how all these black towns begin to spring up within the decade of Reconstruction. You had highly skilled black people, right, all over America, right? And what happened? White people didn't want that to happen. They got jealous. You had where black people were also employing white people during that 10-year Reconstruction, where they were, building themselves up economically, socially, what have you. And white people got jealous, and it was like, no, we can't let these niggas such and such. No, they employing us now? No. And what did they do? They used white women to lie and, such and such. And what did they do? They burned down these towns. They destroyed these businesses. Same thing happened today, but now they're using our own women to do it. Now they're using our own women to do it, and, talk about P. Diddy, what have you. I'm like, these women are grown enough to go to these parties. They know what they were getting into. They know. But the thing is that, again, particularly liberals, and this is why black men have turned away from liberals, particularly the Democratic Party, is that black men see how they are using black women against them. But I said to my brothers who think about voting for Trump, why is Trump is the only solution that you see? Okay, why not look at other candidates? Why not put your vote behind them? It doesn't matter who wins or who loses this election. Take your vote away from both parties. Give it to a third party. Give it to the Green Party. Jill Stein, Dr. Jill Steins, Dr. Butch Ware. Give it to them. Give it to Cornel West. Because guess what? Whether the Democrats win or whether the Republicans win, they're not going to do shit for black people. They haven't done shit for black people. Except for give us little crumbs that we somehow feel satisfied with. right? Because we've been conditioned to accept less and be happy about it. Okay? What happened when during those 8 years of Bush, right? Where you have Republican men and women took the vote away from their party and gave it to the Democrats so Obama could be elected. Right? Do the same thing. Take your votes away from these Republicans and from these Democrats and give it to the Green Party. Or give it to Dr. Cornel West. Right? Let the Democrats and let the Republicans know that, that y'all are just, y'all need to do better and do right by the people. Because like I said, America is not a democracy. America is not run by the American people, right, through their elected officials, right? And I said it before, half the country don't even vote. More than half the country don't even vote, right? You know what I'm saying? So because they know that their voting won't do anything, because both parties are beholden to their corporate sponsors. Okay? So until you start looking at policies and instead of listening to rhetoric, because that's what we do. We like to hear shit that sounds good. But when it comes to both of these parties putting actual policies on the table to better the American workers and the American people, they're not about that. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. Like I said, within the past 3 decades, what happened? They allow companies to move overseas, right? To take away jobs from America and give it to other people overseas for cheap labor, right? To where, like I said, now China is what? China has the most educated, highly skilled workers. Okay? China has the most educated, highly skilled workers. You'll be amazed at the shit that they do in China in terms of manufacturing and development, right? Look at the U.S. Tried to stifle China in the chip manufacturing business. Okay? And what did China do? China shows its resiliency. Because guess what? The state have poured money into Chinese corporations, just like in America. America pours money into American corporations. These bailouts, what do you think that is? Right? That's government sponsored. Okay? That's what that is. Right? So like I said, when they claim that, these companies are state sponsored or have you, America does the same thing. They make you believe that these corporations are a separate entity. But when these corporations fail, who bailed them out? Who bailed them out? The government, right? The government bailed them out, giving them hundreds of billions of dollars because they're too big to fail, right? The car company, because what? But whose fault was that? Whose fault was that? The car companies had decades to improve their product, right? But they didn't. Why? Because they figured they have conditioned the minds of the American people to where they're going to buy the crappy vehicles. Until what? Till you see mass recalls, okay? Shabby construction of the vehicles, right? When it comes to fuel economy, they didn't improve on fuel economy because they're all about money and profit. So the lower fuel economy of a vehicle is the more these American gas companies make. The bus comes over, you see over there. Anyhow, it's funny. Talk to you guys in the next video. Here you go. You got transfer? Thank you. Thank you.